Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei. Big weekend for our high school soccer teams. It's the final stretch of the regular season before regionals in a week. And the 5th-ranked Trojan girls were having fun tonight. Kelly Walsh hosting Green River. Second half, Trojans already up 3-1, and look at this touch pass from co-captain and all-stater Nicole Klungnes to sophomore Isabel Riker. She shoots, she scores. You can see why this team is 10-2 on the year. Then a few minutes later, the freshman Kaylee Reinsback has it on the break. She crosses it, and Klungnes with a touch of class. The senior immediately hugs her freshman teammate, and that's a great leader right there. Remember, Nicole just broke the Trojans' all-time goals record. Kelly Walsh wins 6-2, and tomorrow they host undefeated Rock Springs. Here's co-captain and all-stater Noelle Vigneri on that big-time matchup.
We're excited. You know, it's always fun playing a team that's as aggressive as they are. So we're preparing for a battle because that's what it was last time, and hopefully we can pull through with a win tomorrow.
And just down the road, Rock Springs was playing Natrona County. Easy to smile when you're 14-0. Second half, Rock Springs already up big. Alyssa Bedard with it. Beautiful through ball to the freshman Emily Totcher. She tries to go 5-hole, stopped by Hannah Trumbull, but her fellow freshman Brecken Hunsaker is there to put it back in. And Brecken tells Emily, good pass, teammate. All smiles for Rock Springs. They beat NC 6-0 tonight and improved to 15-0 on the year. Now, they haven't played the number 1 and 2 teams in the state, Central and Thunder Basin, but they're still a very impressive number 3. So let's take a look at the rest of the girls' soccer scores from around the state. Number 4, Cheyenne East had a close win against Laramie, winning just 1-0. That was the only close game for a 4A ranked team tonight. In 3A, the rankings were spot on because our 2 teams that were both ranked number 3 tied at the end of regulation. Number 3, Douglas beat number 3, Rollins 1-0 in overtime. And for the boys, there were a couple close games for the ranked teams. Number 1, Thunder Basin had a scare against Sheridan, just scraping by 1-0. And just like their girls, the ranked East boys barely got by Laramie 1-0. NC beat Rock Springs also by 1 in a non-ranked matchup. In 3A, Powell, Buffalo, and Rollins all won by at least 2 goals. And we all know Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow. Well, the Casper Boxing Club is mixing Mexican heritage with their own tournament. 34 out of their 60 fights were tonight. It's a regional qualifier for Junior Olympic Nationals in Madison, Wisconsin. The best 8 to 18-year-olds from Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana facing off, with the winners going to nationals. And if you want to check that out tomorrow, everything starts at 2 p.m. with a live band to celebrate the holiday at 9.
It's electrifying having all these kids come, and witness such a facility. It's a big crowd. There's 34 fights tonight. You don't see that, so it's pretty awesome. Doing a great job, Clayton has.
And I got my math wrong. Cinco de Mayo is Sunday. But what I do know about this weekend is that we will not have a college rodeo. Last weekend was the final spring rodeo this season in Laramie, a big one for CNFR qualification. Remember, the top 2 men's and women's teams in the region and top 3 individuals in their event qualify for the college finals. Casper College's Michaela Seeley made CNFR in barrel racing. She's the first Lady T-Bird to qualify since world champion Jet Johnson became head coach. And coming into last weekend, the Casper College men's team was 5th in the region, 3 spots out of CNFR qualification. But they had 3 event winners and 1 second-place finish to win the Laramie Rodeo. That put them 2nd in the region and qualified the team for CNFR.
We knew we could do it, and we knew we had the team to do it, and we went out there and capitalized on everything that we could capitalize on. Everyone on the points team did what they needed to do for the most part, and yeah, we maxed it out.
I'm really excited about it, but I don't think it'll really hit me until we get there and get ready, and I have to make my first run at the college finals.
In addition to the Casper men's team, the Eastern women and the University of Wyoming men and women qualified for CNFR. And speaking of the Pokes, their final spring depth chart just came out. As expected, redshirt freshman Sean Chambers is the starting quarterback. He beat out sophomore Tyler Vanderwall for the job. They've been going back and forth, as you all know, since the middle of last season. Our Wyoming starters at the end of spring include Casper's Logan Wilson and Josh Harshman at linebacker and tight end. Then we've got Torrington's Logan Harris and Skylar Miller at right guard and fullback. Second string Wyomingites are Cheyenne's Ben Wisdorf at weak side linebacker, Yoder's Jeff Burrows at fullback, and Sheridan's Blaine Baker at right guard. And a guy who threw 4 touchdown passes against our Pokes last year is now a Bronco. Many of you know we picked Missouri quarterback Drew Lock, 42nd overall. That was a big question going into the draft. Will the Broncos take a QB despite having Joe Flacco? Well, the answer is obviously yes, and he's excited to learn from the Super Bowl MVP. And guys, right now in the fourth quarter, we have the Portland Trail Blazers up 81-76 on the Nuggets in Game 3 of that series.
Not good.
It's going to be a close one in the final.
I know it's a close one.
Yeah, close.
They have a chance. Still a shot.
That's right. We can do this.
All right, thank you, Carmen. We'll be right back after the break.